The concept of island hopping in the Pacific theater of World War II represented a fundamental shift in how the war against the Axis powers would be fought. Instead of capturing every enemy-held island in a relentless push towards Japan, Allied forces adopted a strategy to bypass heavily fortified islands. The objective was to capture strategically situated islands, build airfields there, and effectively cut off fortified islands from supply lines, allowing them to wither on the vine. Amid this strategical backdrop, the role of the U.S. Navy became critically important. Maintenance shops and sick bays, like those set up in Bougainville, weren't simply backstage props, they were central to the entire operation. Bougainville, a part of the Solomon Islands archipelago, was crucial due to its strategic positioning. By late 1943 and into 1944, this island became a microcosm of the larger American military-industrial effort, balancing combat operations with logistic and medical support. The Navy maintenance shops served as the backbone of this complex operation. The shops were where technology met tenacity. Amid the backdrop of landing ship tanks, landing craft personnel, and amphibious craft, the maintenance shops were the theaters of ingenuity. Whether it was a man wielding a cutting torch to repair damaged metal or technicians working diligently to keep generators and batteries in working order, these shops were the heartbeat of the Navy's logistical operations. Skilled tradesmen, such as shipfitters and machinist mates, worked in conditions far removed from peacetime shipyards. They fabricated parts, repaired machinery, and undertook emergency fixes that would enable their sea vessels to stay operational and, by extension, keep the island hopping campaign moving forward. The need for such maintenance shops becomes clearer when considering the vast and varied armada that the Navy had deployed. Ships and boats of different types and sizes were all part of the intricate dance of logistics. The work done in these maintenance shops wasn't just about nuts and bolts. It was about holding together the very fabric of the American naval strategy in the Pacific. Parallel to this, the sick bay played an equally vital role. In a setting where combat injuries were a grim reality and where tropical diseases could devastate ranks, medical facilities had to be up to the task. The sick bay in Bougainville was not just a place for immediate first aid but also a critical part of the longer supply chain of medical care that could reach back to hospitals in Australia or even the United States. Naval medical specialists would carry out initial treatments, make diagnoses, and either send the injured back to the front lines or start the process of transferring them to larger medical facilities. The sick bay was, therefore, the first line of defense against attrition due to medical reasons, ensuring that the manpower remained as robust as possible. The Navy's role on Bougainville went far beyond merely fighting the enemy. It entailed a comprehensive logistical, technical, and medical effort to sustain operations in a remote, challenging environment. So, while the strategy of island hopping might dominate discussions around the Pacific War, it's essential to appreciate the supporting actors in this grand play. Maintenance shops and sick bays weren't just fulfilling a support role.
You hopped on board for
they
this
were integral
snazzy trip
pieces
through
in a
American
complex
life
puzzle.
in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this.
Yeah.